Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 4 of the Bloodscale Dynasty, our new roleplay dynasty in King of the Castle. What is this? What are we doing? Well, we play long dynasties in King of the Castle that we usually have for 3-4 months at a time. So 10-13 episodes roughly. And we do heavy role-playing in them. We focus a lot on world-building, lore-writing, role-playing. I role-play my monarchs. I invite you to role-play your nobles. And the way this works is that I usually write an initial situation, right, that differs from a normal King of the Castle game. The socio-political situation at the start of the game in the kingdom. And then we explore themes. In this dynasty's theme, the main theme in this dynasty is that of class conflict, social conflict between classes, and how the different classes perceive each other, and how the different nobles from different regions have different ideas about how to treat commoners. So we're exploring that a little bit, and plus we have some additional rules that allow you, the players, not your characters, but you, the players, to interact a little bit with the game. One of those is represented by edicts. Edicts are basically some changes to how the game plays, to the rules of the game, that are enacted by votes between episodes. So the players that belong to the winning region each week get to vote on some ways in which they can change the rules. So for instance, they can prevent me from picking a specific ambition, they can prevent me from using a specific law, they can decide that I have to bribe or cruel tax a specific region, and so on and so forth. Currently, we have a bunch of edicts active, by the way. We have like 5 edicts active that change the rules of the game in this way. I cannot pick faith as my ambition, and 3 of the laws of the land are disabled. I cannot select, actually, Golden Choice, Iron Choice, and Royal Gamble. I cannot use any of those. Plus, in the first tax season, I have to bribe the East. So all those are in place, and those are gonna change how we play the game. If you want to know more, by the way, if you want to know more about the backstory, the lore backstory of this dynasty, you can refer to the link that Vaspir just posted in chat, and that is now pinned, where you can find the full version of the background info for this dynasty. All right. Should we expect more modding crimes to manifest today? Indeed. It's a little bit scaled down compared to the past few episodes, because I'm starting to focus more and more on my thesis, as I was just saying before we started. But the important thing is that whatever you see on screen, I didn't do it. Morgrim is the author of 100% of the edits this week. So, and they're a surprise to me too. Dragon Pete, hello and welcome in. No Iron Choice, no Royal Gamble. Yeah, the let's prevent Luda from acting like Zoya edict, exactly. Alright, so we're talking about the edicts. Before we get started here, for those of you who may be new or missed last stream, we have, as always, an unmissable summary from That Which Lurks, to quickly remind you how last stream went. So allow me to remind you what happened previously in the Bloodscale Dynasty during the reign of Queen Zoya the Eternal, Part 2. Queen Zoya, the Absolutist, once had mobs at her fingertips and nobles running scared. But now she was old, tired of ruling. Her mother had passed, then her beloved wife. Even knowing what was sensible, grieving Zoya could not bear remarrying. single tear. The kingdom saw an official end to the calamitous famine, yet the queen had enough of humoring peasants. Before passing on the crown, she wanted to be recognized, at last, as the greatest queen who ever lived. But while her grip on the court servants was unshakable, her realm-wide popularity was running out. Peasants whispered that the queen hoarded riches, while victims of the crab bubble crash offed themselves. Coastal mutineers were threatened with the royal bombard. The royal bombard, isn't that a freaking cool name for the cannon? Coastal mutineers were threatened with the royal bombard. Southern strikers beaten up. Nobles enjoyed Zoya's day of kinship parade, yet commoners threw dung at the royal couple's float. As it became clear that schemers were fanning up the flames of the uprising, the queen tried slowing down on the executions and having hospitals built. It mattered little, however. The kingdom thrived, but the agitators made use of any incident to drum up anger. It was then that Zoya was offered a way out, joining the ranks of the ageless ascendant of the East. Trusting the counts, she eagerly took this promised second chance. She stopped worrying about plotters turning the kingdom against her. Her curt dismissal of the Inquisition's concerns proved to be the last straw. For the second time, a mob converged on the palace, intended to burn the possessed queen. They found the throne empty. Grateful for their leader's past help, the counts had kept their word and spirited Zoya to safety. Entrusting regency to her relative Luda, the once queen bade farewell to her late wife and embraced immortality. Her unexplained retirement and replacement caused much confusion, but most were simply glad to see an end to the interminable reign of Zoya the Eternal. Only counts knew how fitting her nickname truly was. And this is what happened previously in episode 3 of the Bloodscale Dynasty. Please get a big round of applause for That Which Lurks for providing this awesome freaking summary. I am always absolutely amazed how they managed to, encapsulate everything that happens. Like, our streams are so dense with stuff that happens. And I don't know how they do it. This is so good. Thank you so much, Lurks. Thank you so much as always. I'll warn fairly early, unless the game puts me as one of the major schemers or having my heir proposed to. There's a very high chance my character ignore the kingdom-wide schemes going on. Literally, a visitor thrusted into the castle as a patrician, despite having their true home on the high seas. Maybe an idea on my ongoing votes. Okay, I see. But you're gonna be a schemer, so it's, no worries there. Thank you so much, Slurks. Alright, so, with that out of the way, with no further ado, it is time to meet Monarch Luda. Let us start with the coronation. Oh, by the way, two things. One, thing number one, please take a look at this beautiful Eastern clothing by Luda, and this is also by Vaspir. This is really cool. Exactly. This is a lovely shade of Warple. Yeah, you're right. There's a little bit of a black bar still, so I would say probably 6. Let's try 6 next time and see what happens. How's Bonworth rocking the dark Eastern fashion? Yeah, this is pretty cool, right? I like it. I need to ask something real quick. Does anybody remember who the conspirators were for the East last episode? If you don't, would somebody be so kind as to check? Go check. Yeah, sides look good, right? Personal clouds over her head. In the nobles leading the scheme? Yeah, exactly. Ajetha was there? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, good to know. Oh, that makes so much sense. Because I'm thinking that probably Luda is on good terms with those noble families, you know? Amy and Ephra, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will change their clothing. Amy and Ephra. Wow, everybody remembered. I was the only one not to remember that. Awesome. I do not like Zoya, but I have to play nice with her for eternity now. Yeah, I mean, unless you find a way to kill her discreetly. And here we see which players write notes. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, everybody. All right. Let us continue. Your Majesty, you may have been given the throne by Queen Zoya II, but you must still answer to the council. And yeah, there is a little bit of custom text here. By Queen Zoya, would be. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Yeah, let's get this over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Of course, let's call the nobles in. Ah. Shame. Shame. What do we want here? I think Luda is probably for tradition, you know? Oh god, is it the tradition or this? Or the music? I think that stop this. I don't think they care much for the international scene. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Sometimes changing clothes also involves changing your face and height and stature and being a whole new person. Yeah. Luda actually knows how to change clothes. That's the thing. Oh wow, this is interesting. Are you actually telling me that the patricians, who are the most light blood heavy region, are the ones who care most for tradition? Is that what you're telling me? That's interesting. Also, look how freaking broke the patricians are. I love this. Look at this. So, if you look at the east, wealth is pretty much well distributed, right? There's a nice degree here. Grandees, it's a little different, right? Like the distribution is pretty similar, but the average richness is lower because there are a bunch of people who are absolutely broke. And that makes a lot of sense because if you think about it, the grandees spend a lot of money to try to maintain the well-being of their commoners, right? And then we have the coast where it's a free-for-all, right? And that means that a bunch of people go broke and a few people go rich. AKA sparse corruption. This is really cool. Yeah, like, sparse corruption, like, the story that this tells to me is that sparse corruption basically sent all these people broke and got all their money, somehow. This is really cool how it reflects the internal dynamics of the regions, how we've portrayed them so far, right? Really cool. No, we just want to make it sopping wet. Yeah, I saw that Bunkle the Skull. Oh, that's a good point, Adonia, yeah. Some sort of play for legitimacy. Really good point. Really good point. Yeah, you're right, Maito, yeah. I love this. God. See, this stuff is why I keep playing. I'm still playing this game almost 2 years after it's come out. Like, the mechanics just help so much in telling a good story. This is so cool. I don't know, Bond posted some lore. So, I'm assuming so? Only the Grandies, right? Yeah. It is decided. The Monarch will be thrown in the river. Oh, two quick things that I forgot. You may notice that stats are different compared to last time. They are, right, Morgrim? I'm not lying to the audience here. But yeah, the counts get a... every region gets a bonus. And the count's bonus for winning is that trade, farming, and military are 1 point higher compared to the end of last stream, and faith is 1 lower for everybody. And there is another change. Awesome, thank you, Morgan. And there is another change to the rules. Usually, to declare a rebellion, defiance has to be higher than both authority and stability. So, for instance, here, you would need defiance 7 to start a rebellion. With the count on the throne, though, you only need 5 in this situation. So instead of declaring a rebellion with defiance 1 above authority and stability, you can declare it with 1 below authority and stability. So keep that in mind. It is decided the Monarch will be thrown in the river. Let me get changed out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Now let's see if we actually changed out of our fancy robes. We didn't, god damn it. How do you calculate how much you need to rebel? 1 below. 1 below stability. 1 defiance below stability and authority. If that's your question, right? Usually it's 1 above. With this rule set, it's 1 below. So, if stability is at 6, you need a 5. If stability is at 9, you need 8. Okay? Thrifty! Hello! Events have proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. Awesome, Chalice. Now just remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favor the East. The East is supreme. Very good. Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Okay? Let's talk to the Grandies. Adonia, hey, hello! May the night God bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. The first, sure. The second? Introduce yourself to the patricians of the coast. Dragon Pete, hello. A pleasure, your august majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will they be a good little monarch and do as they're told? Kitty, of course you're scheming. Too early to tell, we should have a backup plan just in case. Faith in the 7th, it's still faith, yeah. Alright, now let's find out a bit more about Monarch Luda with the path to victory. Bomb viewer, welcome in! See, we actually changed out of our nice robes. Your Majesty, you may have some challenges convincing the nobles of your goodwill after the peaks and troughs of your kinfolk's reign. This is really good, Morgrim. I like this. You may have some challenges convincing the nobles of your goodwill after the peaks and Is it Trows of your kinfolk's reign? It is Trows, right? This is really good. Or Troughs. Frogs were... Oh no. Are we actually frogging? God damn it. Slight frogging? Okay. A little visit from the frogs, I see. It's better? Awesome. This is really good. Just a tiny little frogging. It's just... just a tiny little frogging. It's just a tadpole. Trough. It's like animal drinking trough. Okay. It's the same meaning ups and downs. Awesome. I thought it was one of those situations like lead, you know, of English. Having things that are spelled the same and pronounced differently for different meanings. Awesome, thank you. It was only one tadpole. Alright. Awesome. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? So, I cannot pick faith. I cannot pick faith. Please remind me to bribe the counts. Because I might forget, because I am dumb that way. So, who is Monarch Luda? I am accepting a suggestion made by someone in chat. You know who you are. I'm gonna give you a little bit of context on Luda, just to help you understand a little bit more this monarch of yours. You know? Of course I do, Morgan. That was really cool. So, who is Luda Bonworth? So, I would say that Luda Bonworth... When I die? What do you mean? What do you mean when I die? That's funny. So I think that Luda Bonworth, I think Bon, you said Luda would be your second cousin removed, right? So not really the same, like a little bit of more distanced blood relative. I think that Luda Bonworth is part of a very ancient noble line, you know, dynastic line. From Zoya, yes, okay, fantastic. So I actually think that Luda's branch of the Bonworth family is probably the original branch of the Bonworth family. So they're the most ancient, the most prestigious. They're part of the family branch that originated the whole family. But now, only prestige remains. They are, you know, one of those old decadent houses that don't have much land, that don't have money, that don't really have an army. Their lands are very small at this point. They only have a few servants and people on their lands. You know, the only thing left is their prestige, you know? Like, imagine them as living in a kind of partly ruined castle in the marshes of the east. Bonworths are a branch of the Luda family? Yeah, except the Bonworths were more successful and took over? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, Luda's branch... Luda is still a Bonworth, right? So... ruin has come to our family. Exactly! Yeah, Luda is still a Bonworth, and I think that, like, they were once very powerful and very esteemed, but they're now in full decadence, right? Like, their prime is over. Well, they're way past their prime. I think that this is probably one of the last gambit that Luda has put in place in order to gain some relevance again, because this family was probably doomed to succumb if something good didn't happen to them. So Luda made a strong move for power, trying to reclaim some of that power. And here they are, right? It turned out well. Exactly, Vaspir, yeah. Luda's main house lost badly in Aral's conquest. I imagine more has been a slow, decline. Ashmedian Empire type build. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's comparable, but like, yeah, slow decline. Completed the Luda branch of the ancient Bonworth family, which was once great, must now have fared well in the kingdom's many civil wars in its earliest history. Must not have fared well. Yeah. I don't know. I think actually that in the early history of the kingdom, this branch of the family was really strong, and really prestigious and really powerful. And actually, with peace, they started declining. Right? Like once the kingdom stabilized, they lost relevance with the centuries. Oh, that's cool, Maito. Okay. No more Iron Trust, yeah. So yeah, I think that this is what is known about about Luda's family. About Luda themselves, they're still considered very prestigious, right? Like again, that's the only thing they have. People look up at them. They look up to them. You know, they're just this very, very, very noble. Like they're one of the heaviest bloods in the kingdom, is how I would put it. People who care for that stuff really, really, really consider Luda as important and worthy. And also, Luda is very Eastern, right? They're deeply rooted in Eastern traditions. They are also steeped in the kingdom's traditions, right? Like as far as the crown goes. But as far as a bunch of other things go, definitely Eastern, right? Like they're one of the families on which people told stories about bloodletting, right? Like, and probably Luda is one of the few who's like, yeah, of course we do bloodlet our commoners. What do you mean? Frogging? We still frogging? Can you please confirm that we're frogging? Seems fine. No frogging. Awesome. So yeah, so the Luda branch was a strong military branch, but as peace came, they declined since they were no longer as needed. Yeah, I would think that's the case, right? Like they used to be really strong and powerful, and then slowly declined. I like. Also, now that Octavian is the legal heir of Luther, this could also be seen as a power grab, with Luda's line taking the power back. Oh, awesome. No frogs. Fantastic. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so probably Luda is one of the few houses in the East who openly acknowledges, yes, we do bloodletting ceremonies with our peasants. It's been like that for centuries. Nothing wrong with that. So very, very Easterner and very, 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 very proud of that. Unapologetically Eastern. And I think that, yeah, bloodletting. I think that the title of the stream is partly referred to the situation at the start of the reign for Luda, right? Because it really feels at this point like the counts are playing around with the kingdom as if they were the in full control, right? With Zoya keeping control so long, you know, Arl III, then Zoya. I mean, then Mirabella, then Zoya, now Luda. Like the counts have a long streak, so it really feels like they're just herding sheep around. And on the other hand, I think that this is also representative of Luda themselves, right? I think that Luda probably at some point said something controversial, like that peasants are there, how to frame these? Like, it's in the natural order of things if peasants are vexed by nobles. It's just like if you look at nature, you have wolves and sheep, and wolves eat sheep, and sheep are there to be eaten by wolves. What's so different about nobles and commoners? You know? From that and the comparison between nobles and commoners. Nobles are like wolves, commoners are like sheep. It's in the natural order of things. And I think that that actually, you know, was seen as some Easterners as very reputable. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. You know, if you put it that way, yeah, that's okay. I can get behind that. Other families in other regions, not so much. Not so much of a fan. Uh-oh. To sleep it a step much longer. Don't worry, Astral. Do take care and have a good night. Luda being in it for personal power makes me think that they are very unlikely to survive. We'll see. I feel like Luda would likely hate my swashbuckler then. Controversial quotes about peasants. These never went wrong before. In the background of my house, Alina Bonworth went off on her own to found what would become Ravenfall. So Luda's branch could be the descendants of Alina, while Luda's branch is the family she left behind. That makes so much sense. Hell yeah! Absolutely! There you go. Oh, Luda would not approve. Luda does not approve. You know? Luda does not approve. Like, Luda is the kind of noble of count who probably doesn't even speak to you. So, like, that's how, like, cause, you know, a light blood is a thing. A light blood among the counts? Oof. Poof. Poof. That's even worse. Well, then I won't speak to them either. Good. That's how you should do it. This makes Mahoro even more determined to take them down. Jeez. You like little kids, yeah. Just cross your arms, right? So, I think this is pretty much what is known publicly about Luda. That's part of why I'm pushing for the edicts that I did. The fewer tools the Monarch has, the more likely things will go wrong for them. Yeah, that's part of the design of them, right? Hopefully this will lead to a less stable age where the crown changes hands often. That was a big part of why I implemented the edicts. And why I made it possible to introduce more than one at a time, too. Because I wanted to see a lot of them in play. So, what does Luda want to do here? He's probably going to be the successor over the past few years, likely neglecting his roles as the head of the house. I should be careful about that, because, you know, that didn't go well for the predecessor. So, Luda. What does Luda want to do? Part of the nation? Nah. Peacekeeper? Nah. Architect of the New Golden Age? You get it. Architect of the New Golden Age? I don't think so. How does Luda feel about House Gilder marrying a Bonworth? Feels light blood patrician wanders up. Hiya, cousin-in-law. You know? Indecent is probably what they would think about that. But they also knew that, you know, that part of the Bonworth family was the one on the throne, so they didn't want to piss him off. You know? There's a good Italian expression of this for this. Let me see if I can find a corresponding in English. Fare buon viso a cattivo gioco. Wow, there's no good one. Put on a good face. You know, like it literally translates to put on a good face, a nice face, in the face of foul play. You know, where something is to your dislike, just smile, you know? That's pretty much what they did. When it comes to the politics of the kingdom, Luther is conservative, apart from when it comes to politics and science, but it seems like Luda is more reactionary. Oh, definitely, yes. Which if Muse was more active could lead to some fun with the Grandy from very old blood interacting with counts. We respect everything about you except your faith, but that's a very big exception. A full page of notes about this reign already. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Kind of laugh in the face of misfortune. Not really. Because, you know, that's trying to make the best out of bad situation. This is more like, I see something that I disagree with, something that makes me pissed off, something that makes me angry, and instead of showing all that, I'm just gonna smile and say that, oh, it's all fine. You know, like, I fucking hate your guts, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna say, oh, it's so lovely to see you. Or, you know, I know that you, I don't know, stole something from me, but I know that it wouldn't be convenient for me to say something out loud. And I'm just gonna pretend that everything is fine, even though we both know that I know, and I'm just gonna smile with you. And, you know, it's not really poker face. It's very peculiar. Like, it's just been presenting a very bright facade and happy facade and affable facade in front of a really bad situation that you strongly dislike. This is the beautiful thing about languages, right? So, Luda. Conquer. Greatest monarch who ever lived. I think they want to take control of the army. I think they want to take control of the army. Yeah. Subtle mask. That's a good one. Albert the Scholar. They is nice. An hour into the stream and we're debating lore and haven't finished this first turn. This is gonna be interesting, I think. This is the sign of a good stream. It just occurred to me that the lore reason Luda has access to less law option is because the royal advisors who help the monarch handle that sort of stuff don't have as developed a solid relationship as they did with Zoya, who could count on their full support. That could be it. So, quick question, quick game question here. If I pick Conqueror, does that give me the possibility to pick take control of the armies later on? Jeez, I don't know this game. How do I not know this stuff after 2 years playing this game? Ethan, welcome back in, and thank you so much for joining. How are you doing? How are you doing, buddy? You are... I don't remember where you are. You're a patrician, and you're second richest patrician. You are indeed. Yes. Okay, fantastic. Invasion or tyrant? Yep, tyranny is military authority. Fantastic. Then we're gonna go for that. Yeah, military. A warrior monarch is sure to be remembered fondly if they win more battles than they lose. Oh, we only need to win one. That against the nobles. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, your majesty. Alright. So Ajitha actually probably has seen the slow decline of this branch of the Bonworth family. This is really interesting. Sasha of the Hesperus dynasty, legendary Eastern elder, leans delicately on a podium speaking in a melodious voice. Most excellent, Luda now sits the throne and the counts are in charge. as they should be, but the other regions will already be scheming to depose them. You did? Oh my god. Do we stay loyal to the new monarch or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Counts of the East, what do you want to do here? Do you want to be loyalists and try to aid the monarch? Do you want to use subterfuge and try to lower stability? Or do you want to use a blood ritual and get the highest farming here? Oh, definitely. Yeah, no. Luda knows the history of their family, 100%. Some RP potential with the coastal bombard and the potential for Luda to take it. Yeah, that could be something too, right? Counts, what do you want to do? Counts, vote. Come on, Counts. Where are you? Astral Thrifty, Vaspure, Hesperus, Amy, Kid Kathy, Skeletal Recognition, Ephra Bulbizarre, and Bomb Viewer. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Loyalists it is. Alright, aid the monarch. That settles it then. Long live the monarch. May they bring glory and honor to the east. I made a promise to loot after all. Did you? Oh, you did, you're right. You were against the you were a schemer. But we can always change our minds. If loot ever gets out of line, we can take up our arms and get rid of them the old-fashioned way. Alright. This is gonna be interesting. Chris of the Morgrim Moon lineage, well-known southern prodigy, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. Chris looks cool. Yeah, you can, kitty. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the south, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Grandees of the south, what do you want to do? Do you want to start an uprising trying to raise the treasury? Do you want to use fervor? Spread fervor and raise your own farming, or do you want to excommunicate this monarch, trying to lower stability? What do you want to do, my dear grandees? What do you want to do? Grandees, grandees, grandees. Grandees, grandees, grandees. Little frog attacks. God damn it. So, Morgrim, Commodity, Mr. Tamwank, Darth Kane, Simple Coffee, Lurks, Adonia, Tialis, and Steel. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Jesus Christ, Ethan! Thank you so much, man. I almost ready to build my new PC as the 1700X3D just arrived today. I'm now waiting on the case, which I had to rebuy as the courier lost it somehow. How can they lose a freaking case? Congrats on the new PC, Ethan. I'm about to get a new phone at the end of the month. Hell yeah, that's the start of my conquest of new technology. It's long overdue. Thank you so much for the incredible generosity. 1,000 biddies. That helps immensely, man. No idea how much this stuff helps me. Thank you so much. Very, very kind, man. What's the first thing you're gonna run on the PC once you have it completed? Alright, Fervor, let's go. The Grandee Cleveland Chris has been chosen by the Ninth God to be the next monarch. They have promised the first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Well, that's easy to do. And then we have Clementine of the Bonk Hole family, sinister coastal political fixer, who scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Luda. Something must be done. Patricians of the coast, what do you want to do here? Do you want to use sorcery and ask for the help of a wizard trying to raise authority? Do you want to try to find a doppelganger trying to lower your own defiance? Or do you want to acquire a monopoly trying to raise your own trade? What do you want to do, patricians? Like that I'm once again the Bit King? Yeah, you are. just comes in and swoops in. I'm going to see how well Helldivers 2 runs. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Highly demanding, right? That's good. Ajit, welcome in and thank you so much for joining. How are you doing? Then I'll try late game Stellaris. Oh, fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Yeah, this is the end of turn 1. Yeah, it looks like it. I told you you'd be a schemer or something. Bonkel, didn't I tell you? No corruption, you're right. Oh no. Oh no. Shiny the beat war has started. Haven't cheered in a while. Time to loiter on top of the chat for the next 10 minutes. Thank you so much, Shiny, for the 1001 bits starting the beat war. And there you go, Ethan Ace with 2 beaties and Shiny Gorks with 2 beats. Actually, Ethan with 1+1 and then Shiny Gorks with 2 full beats. Getting number 1 again. Ethan Ace, 2 beats. Steals position number 1 again. Yeah, the Great Beat War has started, y'all. I'm all here for the. I'm casting these, all right. So Ethan Ace goes up with 2 cheers, and now Shiny Gorks. Oh my God, Shiny Gorks raises the stakes with 5 beats all at once. Incredible, unprecedented. Get in the trenches. Yeah, this is what you're doing. Oh Jesus fucking Christ. That escalated really quickly. Holy shit. So there was it 1000, 1001, and then 1+1, then 2, then 2, then 5, then 2000 beats from Ethan. Jesus Christ. That felt like someone was like exchanging a few rockets and then it's like, okay, I'm just gonna nuke you. I'm done. Well, you got me. I don't have that much disposable ink. That was quick, y'all. That was really quick. Jesus. And to hunger for full-blown beat war, you gotta do this quickly. I'll have a quick remote while I'm here. That's smart, Efra. What? No! What is going on? Oh, this stream is never gonna end. Oh God! Wait. Oh my. So, this is where my brain starts to go on meltdown. Ethan, thank you so freaking much for the 2000 bits. That's insane. God, thank you so much. Holy fuck! I'm glad you're hungry. Oh God, what are we gonna eat now? I want to know. Wait, it's still going? Efra, thanks for the 100 BDs. And Mari, thank you for the 8 gifted subs. To Groggy Tales, Vampilith, Summer, Bonkel, Dr. Mel Orc, Dude for Bruce, Cerberus Jester, and Komori. And Kaji's short-lived career as an auctioneer is over. I mean, we might just have started again here, because I think Kitty, thank you so much for the sub for 3 months. What is the fuck is going on? I don't know. Oh no, what the fuck is going on here? Wait, there's so much stuff going on in chat that I cannot even read chat anymore. I just had to contribute to the chaos. Jesus Christ, 20 gifted subs? This is 20 gifted subs? What? I don't even know how to speak anymore. Probably both, Shiny. Probably both. 20 gifted subs, Ethan. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you so much for gifting 20 subs to a bunch of people. I cannot even read all of those. Fuck. I'm just gonna pick the people who I see more often here. I see Mylogger, Sirius, Casual High, Darth Kane. Oh my God, there's so much people. There's so many people. I don't even know how to speak anymore. Fucking hell. I don't think did I ever get 20? Probably Laura through 20 at my like once or something. Jesus Christ, Ethan. Thrifty, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Welcome to the hype train. Oh yeah, no. And never do that stuff on mobile, kitty. No, never do it. Okay. This is madness. No, this is a KOTC stream. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, probably both, shiny. Okay. Level 7? What the fuck? Have I ever gotten that? I don't even know. Ethan directly creating the KOTC retirement fund. I wish. Oh god. Okay. Okay, we're safe. Okay, we're safe. This is Ethan just seeing Monopoly on screen and just being like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get Monopoly of everything here. And then early in the 999, the noble threw a real banger party and threw riches around the banquet hall until the monarch was left completely speechless. Yeah. Are we really safe? Hopefully, I don't know. One day you're just gonna be chatting and then Ethan comes in and sneaks attacks you with 10k beats. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Ethan is insane like that, so... Ooh. Okay. New Millennia party. It all fits the lore. This is the party for the year 1000. We actually are about to break our record, apparently. I don't know if Twitch is lying to me. Oh yeah, the record is level 8. Luckily it's level 8, 70%. 17% level 8 is the record. What is going on now? Will be 1 bit from now on. It's alright. Mahari, thank you so much for gifting 1 more sub to Uniceru. Thank you so much. It is 1 bit. He wasn't lying. So yeah, the record apparently was 17% completion of level 8. 69, thank you so much, Shiny. That's all I got for the week. No worries, Maureen. That's already a lot. And thank you for the singular bit, Ethan. That's appreciated. And for everything else, that is insane generosity. I'm fucking speechless. And thank you for the quadruple 1, Shiny. There we go. Time to use the leftover bits I have left. It's official. It's officially a mess. Bonkle, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Like, at times like these, my brain just stops freaking working. I don't know what's happening anymore. Okay. Okay. I guess we haven't hit the new record yet. No, we're 14% from the new record. I have no idea how much that is. Wait, actually, I could be able to calculate it. Wait. It's probably... If that's 100%, so let's say 6,000 is 100%. So 600 is 10%. Yeah, we're way off. We're like around 1,000 bits off. Yeah, so I would say that I would count myself satisfied, you know? Yeah, I don't know how to English anymore. I don't know how to English. 60 bit is 1%. Yeah. Then it would be 600. Yeah, let's say like yeah, 900. So, but yeah, 900, right? Yeah. Nowhere but Kaji, that's the first spring of a King of the Castle game, take 1 hour and 45 minutes to resolve. It's not my fault, I'm trying my best here. Or like 2 subs? Would it be 2 subs? Huh. I think you might be right, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me get some more water and then we're gonna continue. I am fucking speechless, everybody. Thank you for the BD, for the single bit, Ethan. I've come to the conclusion I likely have an addiction to Pepsi. Pepsi's good. Oh, it happened. Wait, I'm gonna get to that in a second. Margaret, wait. Have you seen the new Transformer movie? It is the best anime movie of the year. I haven't seen it. I've heard it's really good though. You know, I'm usually not too attracted to that kind of movie, but I've heard really good reviews or commentary on it. So I might be tempted to take a look at it. Did that work? Did that work? Yeah, we did it! This is officially a new record. Thank you, Marid, for the double gifted sub. Going beyond your limit for the week. All for the glory and shining with the 10 additional biddies. I get paid tomorrow? Okay, then it's good. Take care, Ephra. Thank you so much, everybody. We officially beat the new record by a stunning 3%. We're succumbing to Twitch's predatory practices. I mean, we all are, all the time. What did we get? Oh, that's actually... Oh, look at that! It's a cute cat drinking blood. That's really cool. That's an Easterner cat. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's an Eastern cat drinking peasant blood. It's some very pale blood. I mean, when it shears, some little droplets spill out of the glass. You see that? You see that? Yeah, exactly. There's a purple bow tie, so clearly Eastern. Click through. Oh, good point. It's fireworks. There's magic in the glass. I mean, isn't it the same thing? Oh, good to know. Good to know, Morgan. Thank you. Well, then patricians have chosen monopoly. They plan to privatize this entire dang kingdom first. They must build up their industry. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. All right, I can stop here, right? Whew, that was something. That was freaking something. One last time. One last time. Thank you all for the incredible show of kindness. That is absolutely unexpected and insane. I just have no words. Both Shiny Course, Ethan, and Marid, and everything, and everybody else, of course. But you've been the main contributors. My deepest thanks. Thank you so much. That is, what the fuck? Thank you. Thank you. My heart to you. What will you spend all this money on, Kaji? Jesus, I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, maybe on groceries if this is a rough month. If not, I'm gonna put it aside and then spend it on some stream-related stuff once I'm done with my thesis and I have time to actually plan that stuff out. I'm building up a little, you know, a little savings pile for stuff to spend on the stream. But right now, I literally don't have energy or time to devote on figuring out how to spend it. So I'm doing it, like I'm saving it for after I'm done with my thesis in February. Late January, early February. So if I need it for groceries, I'm probably going to use part of it for groceries, because it's better to eat and survive than not to. If I don't need it for that, it's going to go into the stream pile. Probably to get new emotes, new... like, honestly, the first things I'm going to spend money on are going to be new emotes, new equipment, probably new graphics. So yeah. I'm really looking forward to be able to do that. I would love to just sit down and have a couple days to plan all that stuff, but I don't have that privilege right now. At least one doing it for that money in Germany. They are expensive. They used to be like 350 10 years ago. How much is a doner right now? Mod that gives you your number 1 gold per beat you send in the chat. Oh no, shiny, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. Ah. So, what did we have here? We have a bastard offshoot in Sasha. Then we have an embittered philanthropist. This is good. And an upstart merchant. These are good. 8 euros for one? If you're lucky, maybe 7. Are you freaking kidding me? What? Like, we're talking Döner, not Dürüm, right? Kaji thanking the people in the train meanwhile. Yeah, you were freaking out about these. Wow. Alright, these are cool. Let's go. Laws of the land. I can pick all of these. This is fantastic. Let's say we do anonymous voting here. The Döner is the one thing you can feel the inflation on. Oh, Jesus. That makes me really sad. I didn't know. Wow. It's been a while since I've been to Germany. I really should visit again. You know, like little secret thing. Like one thing that I'm planning for next year, if I can afford it, and if I manage to have like days off at work for this, is to start attending some conventions, right? Like I'd love to go to Gamescom if I can next year. I've never been, so that might be a good opportunity to visit Germany, for instance. During a crisis, yeah. But we'll see. Okay. Oh, the crab event always appears. But don't worry, Bunkle. Don't worry. Don't you worry. You gotta book hotels 2 years in advance for that? Really? Well, who needs... Who said I need a hotel? Alright, let's go. Let us begin with the Honor Guard. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards that counts with Knights of the Order of the Drawn Roads, the Patricians with Champions and Gladiators, and the Grandees with Nuns. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Okay. The Monarch knows better than anyone that our knights will keep them safe from danger and from improper grammar. I have, of course, made my decision here. I'll get the Eastern Knights. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commanders introduce herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Hope Morgan didn't break the game this early. No, don't worry. I'm far away from Gamescom, so it's not easy to travel there. Leipzig. Buchmesse is way closer. Oh, yeah, if you're in the east, yeah. Makes sense. Oh, don't worry, Morgan. Don't worry. Efra proposing honor guards, that's fucked up. You're not wrong. Yeah, they are pretty. They're very pretty. So, but no, what I meant by that, the hotel thing is, I am fine sleeping in the worst hostels in the world. So, after my stay at the Shining Hostel, I can sleep anywhere. Do you want to do the crabs? Let's do the apprentice first. Dreadful tidings, Your Majesty. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Sanaskar. I've been at the Shining Hostel. I told the story on stream. It's probably in the Portugal trip recap stream. I believe it is Gordius, the Stone Talker. Tell me more about this wizard. Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Gordius has dominion over rock and metal and stone and the deep places of Celeste Ath. It is awesome. He's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking knaves from all over the south are lining up for their chance. But yeah, if you haven't heard the story about the Shining Hostel, it was a hostel in Dublin. And I told the story in a recap stream that I did when I came back from Portugal like a couple months ago. So you can go back and look at it in the video section. Lara's back. I think it's a random city in the kingdom, yeah. You can just change it for with your city, Tialis, if you have a city. Molotov? Molotov? Molotov. Ah, okay. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking knaves from all over. Yeah, Molotov is eating, so I'm not gonna disturb her. Not just peasants, I, Shiny Quirks, have also decided to apply. Shiny Quirks wants to be a wizard? Who am I to say no? The competition will be fierce, but those workers are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. Haven't you already finished your apprenticeship? I mean, you couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interests. But let's assemble the council. Becoming a real wizard. Alright, confession. Technically, I'm a magic dropout. I love it. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. We have to freaking allow this. We have to freaking allow this. I'm gonna break character for a moment here, but I mean, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. It's just too funny. I love this. Of all people, Shiny Works is the one. Whatever happens, it'll be entertaining. I agree with that. I agree. Yeah, we'll lean in on the fourth wall a little bit here. Alright. Almost unanimously, you are allowed to die a horrible death while trying to be a wizard, or actually become a wizard. As you should. By the ninth, how will they keep up with their noble duties if they're spending all their time in the south with this wizard? And what if ninth preservers they actually pass their apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on the council before. You never know, it might liven things up around here. You've nothing to fear from me, Your August Majesty. I'll always have the kingdom's interests at heart, even as a wizard. Uh-huh. Exactly, Hesperus, yes. Noble Patricia Shiny Core sets off immediately on their journey to the south. Gorgeous presence in Xanaskar attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of his latent magic starts to wield crops for miles around. Molotov. Molotov, vieni qua. Vieni qui. Vieni qua. Dai, fatti vedere, vieni qua. Ma non ti vedono qua. No, 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 no. Ti vedono qua, vediamo un po'.
Saluta.
Vieni qua. Vieni qua. Vieni qua. Vieni qua. Alright, look at this. Look at this beautiful tiny dog. There you go. There you go. There you go. She's typing stuff. There you go. Alright. Alright, fantastic. People saying hi. So, what were we doing here? Yeah, no, Molotov really doesn't get it. Hey, camera's there. Molotov. 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 God, this dog is so damn stupid. It's here. It's right here. Look at this. Look at this. No, she's just really dumb. It's not shy. She's just really, really dumb. Vedo che sei tontorona. Alright. We're having it all this stream. We're having it all. The bit wars. Oh, the dog. We're having it all. Okay, now it's your stream, huh? Okay, you want to get down, huh? Okay. There you go. What was that? Not Nan. Hello and welcome and thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. What did I want to say? I forget. I completely forget. Well, it's gone. Yeah, she was looking at Clara all the time. What hat would Molotov wear? We actually have a little hat from Molotov. So, crabs. Crabs. Let's go with the crabs. Noble Patrician Marid II is here to see you, Your Majesty. They want to sell you, a crab. Birdbeak, welcome back and thank you for joining. How are you doing, Birdbeak? Birdbeak, you are a count. There you go. Yeah, a crab. Absolutely a crab. Not a jeweled crab, I hope. Oh yeah, Birdbeak, we are a super dedicated community. We play this every week, one or multiple times a week whenever I can afford it, so yeah. Yeah, Morgrim did this. Not a jeweled crab, I hope. No, Your Majesty. The latest trend along the coast is for shimmering silver crabs as fashionable pets. It's a new trend, of course, of course. Yeah, Luda knows this. Big King of the Castle fan, then you're in the right place, Birdbeak. Absolutely. I'm basically only streaming King of the Castle, and this is a... Oh, give me a second here. Gud pagać champagne på det. Så champagne. What you're seeing here is a recurring role-playing dynasty. We play these for like 3-4 months at a time, so 10 to 13 episodes. This is episode 4, and we just roleplay and have a blast. If somebody would be so kind as to post the background info link so that people can take a look at it. We start from a different situation socioeconomically than a normal King of the Castle game, and then we explore different themes. Oh, also, we mod the game. We just recently found out that we can... Oh yeah, the link that Vaspir posted is the one. Yeah, we recently discovered a way to change portraits and change event texts, so... The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. I don't know if I want to, you know? I think Luda's like, what the fuck is this? Welcome to the least stable game of King of the Castle in existence. Yes. Love it. Hell yeah, not Nan. I'm glad you enjoy these. I think we won't have any of these, you know? Yeah, no silver, please. Should I click on... Should I send them in, Morgrim? Is it really worth it to do it? Give me a second. Alright, apologies. The most editing is in the crab smuggling event that happens when it's banned. I mean, send them away for now. Crabs, honestly, what is this kingdom coming to? I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna talk about crabs. What do I care about crabs? Alright, auction time, everybody. First auction of the night. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are lowering military for the counts with A, lowering trade for the counts with B, raising farming for the grandees with C, lowering faith for the grandees with D, lowering stability with E, and lowering authority with F. 20 seconds left. I'm gonna let you know when there are 20 seconds left. Kitty, you want to know how much money you have? So 20 seconds left now. Kitty, you have 500 gold. 500 gold for Kitty Cathy. 500 gold for Kitty Cathy. 10 seconds left. And 5 seconds left. Oh my god, this is actually a very close one. What with... Wow. So little money being spent. These are the cheapest buildings we've ever built, I feel. The lack of golden choice is really showing. This is cool. So Kitty, funding half an observatory. Yeah, right? The Bloodscale Dynasty auctions were insane. And Lurks. And a bunch of others. Wow. Incredible. No, actually, Lurks built the prison single-handedly. So, a prison and observatory. Fantastic. Yeah, these are rickety buildings. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Grandies can already rebel? Jesus Christ. Is that why you built that, Lurks? Wow. Wow. I think so, given how Lurks has just rebelled. What have you even done to them? I don't know. I don't know. Heretical discovery. Yeah, you had a wizard. Let's take a look at that. Let's give them a reason. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news. Someone took the Nine's name in vain again? Not quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the East are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. What's new about that? They are disciples of the 10th. They believe that one day a prophesied 10th god will save us from the apocalypse, that the 9th is setting in motion as we speak. Dangerous nonsense. Regrettably, I require the Council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my Inquisitors would have destroyed the cult before it had the chance to spread. XCOM as we all know. So, does Luda care enough? Because, like, the only reason why Luda would say, yeah, destroy the cult, would be to preserve the cult of the 7th and other, and you know, and the old gods. The other gods, you know, the fallen. Nah, they probably wouldn't want the Inquisitors nosing around in the East. This isn't worth their time, let's forget about it. Heresy is a disease, your highness. If you do not cure it quickly, its spread will become uncontrollable. You will regret your hesitancy. With nothing to rein them in, the disciples of the 10th thrive in the faithless regions of the East, spreading their influence and gaining followers by the week. Well, that's great. Yeah, that's good. We don't want Inquisitors nosing about in the East. This is a good-looking coast. A trade opportunity, you say? 11 Square. Hey, I hadn't seen you. Your August Majesty, I've had a fantastic idea to boost trade in the coast. It's Celestath Fair. A what? A fair! Merchants and inventors from all over Celestath, not just Kurth, Sal, and Tavalin, but distant Atesh and mysterious Valamir. Even Ashmedians if they can behave themselves. It'll be the first of its kind, a place for traders from across the realm to meet, swap stores, and show off their wares. Of course, we'd need the Council's approval. Huh. Hi, good night, kitty. Hold a smaller fair just for fun. Yeah. Let's do it in the East, why not? That sounds like a lovely idea. Yeah, let's do it. Hell yeah. Why would it be in the coast? Oh, come on, why would it be in the coast? I should have vetoed it. I think this is where Luda realizes that there's no easy way around the noble's will. I can show off all my silver crafts to sell. Better sell them soon. Where are my counts? Counts, vote, come on. I'm gonna do a roll call just to wake up the people who may be just, you know, having these in the background. Astral, Thrifty, Adit, Baspir, Birdbeak, Hesperus, Amy, Kitty Cathy, Skeletal, Recondition, Ephra, and Bomb Viewer. If you are still here and you haven't voted, gonna give you a few more seconds to vote. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Well, they can travel to the east once they land on the coast. More cream. I knew you'd understand, Your Serene Highness. This will put our kingdom on the map. Well, the coastal part of it, at least. Sure enough, the fair is a great success. Coastal ports are soon bristling with the masses of exotic ships from distant lands. Look at how rich they are now. 750. Merchants display their wares in the street, each showing off their most bizarre or coveted items. Bottles full of song, fish made of fog, silk ropes that move like snakes. Money changes hands, deals are struck. Common folk travel from across the kingdom to boggle with astonishment at such wonders. All agree that the fair was one of the council's better ideas. Lemon Square, you're a genius. You're an absolute genius. Your Majesty, it's important you find his palace sooner or later. Give me ladies, please. Thank you. Oh, hey, Birdbeak. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the counts, as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Right? Alright. Oh, I have to bribe the East here. Alright. Oh, look at that perfect... Look at that perfect money. Look at that perfect money. It's a little low, maybe. That's more like it. That's more like it. This is a satisfying number. This feels a bit more satisfying. Oh, you have money again? Tell me more about it. Tell me more about it, Steel. The game test is Bonworth or someone related to them at Luda. Oh no, please no. That was very quick. I have money again. No, my money. Is this what we want? I think this is just gonna happen. Yep, I think this is just gonna happen. Oh, look at that, crabs immediately bursting. Oh no. Oh no, Shiny, I have bad news, Shiny. Shiny, I have bad news for you, man. Oh no, Shiny. Oh no, Shiny, no. It's an outrage! It's undignified! He can't do these steps below! Why is there a skeleton in front of me? It's me, Noble Patrician Shiny Quarks! My skin started to petrify and flake away within my first week with Gordius. He said I'm lucky I wasn't turned completely stone, but now he's cast me out. Oh shit. Yeah, you failed school again. Gordius was jealous of Shiny's magic? I mean, Gordius is known for killing his apprentices, so... He says I have no discernible magic acumen, whatever that means. I demand vengeance! Show Gordius what it means to insult a member of Monarch Luda's council. You know what? This sounds like a lovely idea. It sounds absolutely lovely. Yes! A skeleton cannot be a noble patrician. Clearly, Shiny Quirk's Magic Snake fight test didn't go well. Wow. You actually are wiser than me, probably. Skeletal, welcome back. Counts, where are my counts? I think counts have grown complacent, right? Of their power. I guess I'll just be a skeleton. I've had worse forms. Oh, okay. Just lazier. Smart. The council knows not to tangle with wizards. If Shiny Quarks was turned into a skeleton, they probably deserved it. Counts fell asleep. Yeah, they're just, you know. Indignantly, Noble Patricia Shiny Quarks return to their old estate where they promptly die. As it turns out, proximity to gorgeous magic was the only thing keeping them alive. Plus, now I can do that gag where I'm surprised and my jaw literally falls off. That's Shiny for you. Well, Shiny. Rest in peace, Shiny Quirks the first. I'm sure that the second is gonna have a better future. Welcome to the council, Shiny the second. I know you'll be much more powerful than your predecessor. That's pretty funny. Oh. Bad news, Your Majesty! A new reef has been discovered which is overflowing with millions of silver crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. Yeah, that's the first time your noble has died in a while, you're right. What? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, Noble Patrician Margaret II, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all their crabs at a huge profit, just days before the crash. Something must be done. The clabs, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a series of clones, right? Steel, do you really want to know how much money you have? Because you have absolutely zero money. You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. May assemble nobles have invested heavily in the crab market, and they're casting furious glances at the patricians' benches. So, yeah, I have an idea. There you go. How could they know that the crabs would infest the kingdom so quickly? I don't know. No, I read clab. Don't worry. Allow us to introduce ourselves? Yeah. Yeah, Pats are not happy about this. Bold moves from Luda of the Ludas? That's what Luda does. It takes a Luda to make a Luda. Makes absolutely no sense, but yeah. That's what you have there. Oh, I love it. Look at the coast being like, yeah, let us take it. It's alright. Let the coast suffer the full consequences of this crisis. Yeah. Makes sense for Luda, yeah. Alright. There are reports of queues of bankrupt merchants waiting to jump from the tallest towers of the coast. Exaggeration, surely. What is a peasant? A miserable little pile of secrets. Alright. Eligible options. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Let's see the eligible bachelorettes. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. Eligible options. This is Amalia, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Ajit dynasty. I'm not sure why the artist made her look so severe. Just a trick of the light, perhaps? A very pious young lady, she's obsessed with her family's legacy. Oh, that sounds familiar. She's an intriguing candidate. From the coast, we have Aurelia, the wealthy heiress to Lady Patricia Sparse Corruption's estate. She's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness that's rare along the coast. Her interests are typical of the coast, money, 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 and making more of it. And apparently she has a dark side, though I don't know much more about that. Could be worse, could be a lot better. And finally, from the south, Vina, the eldest daughter of the Mr. Timewank lineage. Pretty! She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence. She dislikes city life and spends most of her time out hunting, with no one but her horse for company. She's tried her hand at a number of ventures, though they all seem to end in disaster. Don't like the look of her. I think we all know how this is gonna go. Dragon Pete, you have 400 gold. Dragon Pete, 400. Trash, welcome back. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, actually, yeah. Show me Aurelia again. They're the richest nobles in the kingdom. Oh. This is interesting. And let me see Amalia again. Severe, pious young lady. Oh, this means 9th, right? Oh. That's fitting. Honest with the dark side. I'll murder you after I marry you. I'm just in this for the throne, but not right now. Doing okay? Glad to hear doing okay. I'm extremely tired because I've been working a lot on my thesis, but I'm doing great. Thank you. Happy to see you. County's 9th. So a severe 9th or an honest very rich Easterner, coastal person. Yeah, what Lurk said, pretty much, yeah. Turns out, being the richest noble family in the kingdom makes you a very eligible bachelorette. It does. Ask what they think of birds. Good point. Oh, this is tough. I think that Luda understands. I was just about to say sparse corruption. I think Luda understands that money makes power. And Luda is hungry for power. So I think it's gonna be Aurelia of the Coast. Yep. I'll make the arrangements. Yeah, no, Luda would never marry a peasant. Never. Exactly, a purely political marriage as regent of the lands. Yep. Sparse corruption it is. So, golden choice? I cannot pick. Yeah, I cannot pick it. Reverse voting or swing votes? Let's try swing votes. Let's try swing votes. Brandies are really pissed off this reign. Huh, interesting. Well, let's begin with the royal wedding, shall we? Let's begin with the royal wedding. Oh, we put on our nice dress here. We're now our nice clothing. Huh. Your wedding to Aurelia is naturally the talk of the kingdom. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Aurelia at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Of course I do. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there is a feast, and after the feast a dance. Your new wife Aurelia delivers a short but heartfelt toast, expressing a wish to get to know you better. By the time you find yourself alone with Aurelia, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. I must profess I'm glad that's over. We can finally talk openly to each other now. What do you mean? The demands of life in the royal court don't quite agree with me. So many liars, lickspittles and flatterers. I feel just like I'm at home. I don't know how to stand it. I thought I had fled away from that, you know? I thought I managed to escape that kind of world, but now I'm back, and I feel like I'm back home. Ah. It's tough, but I have to do my duty. By the 9th, I feel for you, I couldn't do it. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your wife is happy to take her time getting to know you. Oh, she definitely is forgetting that, yes. So... a taxing issue? That sounds important. Your Majesty, help us. Grande Idonia as the south has been bleeding us dry, yes? What do you mean? That's you know, Luda probably takes that as a very reassuring sign. The South is starting to acquire Eastern folklore, you know? Exactly, Kane. Yeah, sounds normal. Exactly, Amy, that's precisely their thought. Why, that sounds positively Eastern of you, impressive. What is she doing? Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed my cows. It's true, Your Majesty. Grande Idonia has been taxing her peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble. It's been a hard year, Your Majesty. I have barely any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. I mean, I don't give a shit about peasants, so yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Luda takes this as a good sign that the South is finally learning how to treat them properly. Not really the South, but like, okay, we have a good one here, right? Out of the flock of silly grandees who think that they can educate the peasants to be better. We have a good one who really understands how things are. Yeah. Praise be, I'm relieved you saw sense, Your Majesty. Think of me cows, Your Honors. Think of me cows. Over the next few months, Grande Idonia becomes rich once again by jacking up her taxes. The other grandees follow her example gleefully. Jesus. Soon enough, the farms of the South are destitute. The cattle are starving, and so are the peasants. Only the grandees are fat and wealthy. Just like in the East. Aren't you proud? Yeah, just like in the East. Fantastic. A fateful tree. Darth Kane, hello. Lovely portrait. Your Holiness, dreadful tidings from our new observatory. What's happened to it? It's not the observatory exactly. The observatory sits next to a grove of trees. There's one especially rare one, the Greater Arrow Tree. It was planted by Queen Alma the Wise herself and stands over 200 feet tall. Tall tree? It is indeed, Your Highness, but that's part of the problem. Alas, all the visitors to our newly built observatory are disturbing the soil and the Greater Arrow Tree is dying. Okay. I'll look and just make a fence, right? Or something. I say we just make a fence. Yeah. Yeah, I say we just make a fence here. Why the hell not? Oh, there's gonna be an ad break in about 30 seconds here. Once that starts, I'm gonna go to the other room and refill my water bottle, and I'll be back in 2 minutes, alright? I'm gonna take a quick break. Quick bio break. Designating the tree as a protected site in an official proclamation. That's good too. A fence sounds like a simple, practical choice here. This is a tie actually, so if you want to break the tie, vote now. Last opportunity to vote. Counting down from 5, 4, 3. Any vote breaks the tie now. 2, 1, and 0. Votes coming in at the very last second here. For C, break the tie. Designate the tree a protected site in an official proclamation. It won 10 to 8 votes. Congrats. And it's a failure on the authority roll. Though you send out the proclamation, few bother listening to it. Locals and tourists alike flock to the greater arrow tree. Trample footpaths, disturb the roots, and the trunk becomes a mess of crudely carved graffiti. The tree begins to wither. Peasants mutter that the tree symbolizes the coming end of your reign. Well, that's not good. Yeah, Luda doesn't seem to have that Zoya's luck. Alright, ads are starting. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes. Take a break yourselves. Be right back. Alright, welcome back everybody. Thank you for sticking around, and happy year 1000. We're officially in the year 1000 here. Luda doesn't have the Zoya charisma, right? Yeah, definitely not. I mean, they're a very somber individual. Yeah, right? I think it's a very cool coincidence that that really bad omen of the tree starting to wither comes during the spring of the year 1000. Oof. The Great Withering, right? The Great Withering, I like it. The prophesized Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celestath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Chris, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the grandest claim. Haha, peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Chris. I knew you could do it. Look at steel. Praise be to the Ninth. Lurks, why do you do this to me? I mean, you're the rebel. Like, you're playing it on two fronts here. Good job. Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false monarch. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. The mafia is supporting the claimant, yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this guy. A common rhyme begins to be sung in the kingdom. As feet do trample Alma's tree, so shall from shackles we break free. This branch of Luda and royalty we will break, so it shall be. That's really good, Kane. Please post it on Discord. That's really good. Awesome. Lurks and Steel are the 2 people rebelling? Oh, that's so fucking good. I didn't know. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. And they're Ethan. The coast's economy has never been better. We're making more money than I know what to do with. And a certain Gilder, Redding Gilder. Money breeds money. I've made a series of investments to improve our profits even more. But what do we do with all the rest of this gold? It's very fitting. Time to start buying things, of course. Land, roads, bridges. We'll buy up the whole kingdom, piece by piece. But first, the monarch must be in desperate need of our gold. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Alright. Good stuff. Your distant cousin? I am so terrified of this. Trash, why do you have to bring this bad news to me? Another Bonworth. Your Grace, I have a matter of some delicacy to speak with you about. Good day, cousin. Look at that mustache. How's the old kingdom doing, huh? I always thought it looked like a lot of work, but I suppose you got a fancy hand, huh? Fitzalbert, please. We talked about the fake mustache in the past. Remove that thing, please. Lord Fitzalbert is your very, very distant cousin, about 50th in line to the throne. You haven't seen him in years. Good day to you both. Lord Fitzalbert has been staying at my estate for the last year, Grace, but tragically there have been some financial impacts. He's been borrowing money from me for months, saying he'll pay me back when his luck turns, but now my coffers are bare. Yes, poor actual literal trash. Couldn't even afford the little banquet to see me off. I'm sorry it's come to this, but I must petition the court for funds, Your Majesty. Family's important. I say we give them money. I say we give them money. Family is important. We gotta respect family. Just cruelly tax your nobles like the rest of us. You peasants, you mean, right? Yeah, of course. Marley. Gotta respect family. Interesting to see the patricians are settling down to the things Luda said, right? Right? It's interesting. It really is interesting. Pay Count actual literal trash for his hospitality. The treasurer arranges a discreet payment for Count actual literal trash. World gets around the east about your generosity, not least because Lord Fitzalbert is eager to proclaim it wherever he can. You're not sure where your cousin will land next. You can only hope it's somewhere far away. I hope it's somewhere far away. Horror in the east. Adid. Your Grace, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. Sounds ghastly. Only a few have seen the beast and live to tell the tale. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. Okay. I will veto this. This is indeed a concern of ours. We do care about the well-being of the East. I think that's just the East. But, you know, people should keep that kind of stuff in check. Qatari's packed family. Also, Luda usurps power from their family. Not really, come on. They saved their family from having a bad ending, you know? Like, they see themselves as a savior, not as a usurper. They saved Zoya from a really bad outcome. Only the army can be trusted. Surely the counts have been keeping their army well maintained. I hope so. Exactly, Morgrim. Exactly. 9-9. This is a tie so far. This is 9-10. Oh my god, this is so incredibly close. I'm gonna be counting down from 5. It's still a tie. So, and it's, look at that. Even the regions are super split. So if you have not voted, absolutely. Life and death, this is a small matter. Jesus, Ajitha. If you have not voted, this is the time to vote. 10-11. 11-11, another tie. Counting down from 5. 4. Any vote breaks the tie now. 3. 2. 1. And 0. It is a tie. Wow. I say counts army. This is Luda testing the waters and seeing if the Count's army is in good condition. As much as I want to break the tie, I have to commit to my personal bit. It makes sense. The regiment marches in circles for weeks through swamps and mud, but fails to hunt down the elusive beast. When they return, many soldiers appear to have brought back some manner of disease from the bog. They're coughing, pale, and too weak to hold their swords. Meanwhile, the monster's attacks continue to menace the east. You hear reports that it no longer confines its attacks to the night time. Soon, peasants are too afraid to tend to their crops, which lie rotting in the fields. Oh, I feel you, Maito. I hate that. Oh, that's not good. Edonia, you're not wrong. Luda, I had something I wanted to ask of you. What can I do for you? As you surely know, I run a very successful jeweler's guild back home in the coast. But the current laws are a little restrictive for my trade. Lots of tariffs and regulations, you know how it is. I was hoping you could push for some changes in the council. Limit some of the import duties on attaché jewels, perhaps? You want me to give the coast preferential treatment? I think it's only fair. The other regions just can't compete with us in the jewelry trade anyway. Let me assemble the council. I say we do it, right? I mean, I'll set it to swing votes, but I'll say let's just reduce import taxes on gemstones from Atesh. This benefits everybody. I think they make quite a good point, right? Yeah. Apparently you do, Sparse Corruption. Apparently you do. Among your many ventures. Look at the patricians immediately voting. Loving your wife is good. Loving your wife's money is even better. The patricians voted so fast, all together on the same option. They just intimidated people. People stopped voting. I think we have a majority here, so I'm gonna just go ahead. 15-4 sounds pretty decisive to me. Oh my god, you're so right, Swede. Alright, let's go. The other regions are outraged by the clear nepotism that's taking place, but Aurelia pays them no mind. As profits pour in, she even shares a portion of the income with the treasury. Alright, this is going great. Not even for the scheme they would hurt their trade, yeah. Deep in the back rooms of the royal palace, the Eastern Counts are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by colored string. Bomb viewer! Oh my god, hey Bon. And hi Ajitha. The Monarch didn't marry Amalia, but at least they married someone. Now they just need to get on with finding an heir. Indeed, the clock is ticking. Some fool calling themselves the Ninth Herald is touring the south, holding speeches and giving out bread. Smells like the Grandy's work. Then we've got to keep up our efforts. Monarch Luda isn't going anywhere on our watch. Gotta help me. So, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. Auction time, y'all. Let's start the auction in 3, 2, 1. Ding! Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Yeah, that's just another bond worth. Your options are lowering farming for the counts with A, raising stability with B, raising faith for the grandees with C, lowering stability with D, raising farming for the patricians with E, lowering faith for the patricians with F. So I see things that people who want to rebel probably need to fund D. People who don't want rebellion to happen want to find B. 20 seconds left right now. I'm gonna let you know when there's 10 and then when there's 5. Spend your money, everybody. Spend your money. Spend your money. Spend all your money. 10 seconds left here. And D and C are winning. D and B are winning. Oh my god, 5 seconds. 5 seconds. This is very tense. 3, 2, 1. And D and B, nothing changes. D and B, nothing changes. That was close. That was really close. So Lurks, main contributor, probably, yeah, to the prison, another prison, wow. And Amy, trying to maintain the promise. Look at that. Ajetha. Huh. We only gain money here. Good point. That was good. In character too. Good stuff. Good stuff, y'all. Okay. So let's do the cousin. Your distant cousin Lord Fitzalbert races into the room while you're enjoying your breakfast. They swear by the ninth god, there's gold underground. What are you talking about? Alright, so I had some luck in a gambling establishment in the east, and Count Actual Literal Trash introduced me to a consortium of prospectors selling land. They're sure there's gold beneath the earth, and they just need a small investment to dig it out. Of course I bought it, it was a bargain. I wondered if the council would like to get involved in this opportunity. 2,000 gold? Have the treasury confiscate the land? It sounds like a confidence trick, right? Oh my god, this is... Like, this sounds really, really shady. It knows what it's talking about? I don't know. I think Luda doesn't have a high opinion of Fitzalbert. Shadow Moon, welcome back and thank you for joining. How are you doing? I think Luda doesn't have a good opinion of Fitzalbert. They respect him, but they don't have a high opinion of him. So I think I'm actually gonna veto this. Actually, I'm gonna vote on this. I'm gonna vote on confidence trick. But if the treasury, if the council wants to invest in the project, then so be it. Or if the council wants to confiscate the land, so be it. But it's really shady. It's very, very shady. Think of the returns on the investment. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. 8 to 7. This is very close. This is very, very close. 8 to 7. So any vote here could tie the vote. So if you have not, it's currently a tie. 8 to 8. It is currently a tie. So I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3. Any vote now breaks the tie. 2. 9 to 8. The tie is broken. 1. And 0. Invest in the project wins. A few payments and a couple of dinners with Lord Fitzalbert and his business partners later. The work begins. It will be a while before you see results, the partners say, but they assure you that it looks very promising indeed. What could go wrong? We are so fucked. Descent at the arena. It may be slim, but it's real shady. A coastal gladiator named Onyx has become remarkably popular in the arena. Oh yes, those fighting contests that happen in the coast. Precisely, and for a gladiator, he's outspoken. In his last match, he donned a crown and claimed he would be a better monarch than you would ever be. It's all a joke for now, but it's still seditious. And he has a significant following. He or the other gladiators, or even the patricians at large, may decide to take this further. We kill this guy, right? That's below. I've never even heard of this Onyx person. Why would he speak against the crown? This gladiator will be stamped out if I have anything to say about it. Maito nods approvingly. Do you now, Maito? Yeah, the coast having an outspoken member of the peasant class, right? Interesting. But it all comes down to the council's decision. He's faking it? Yeah. They'll fight Onyx in the ring. The monarch will watch Onyx expound and intimidate to silence. There we go. Something will be done. I would like to arrange an accident here. I would like to arrange an accident, but... I saw Onyx at the arena last week. He fought 5 opponents at the same time and won. Wow. Maharaja is nothing but sheer contempt. But he'd rather lie and look good. Of course. Buon viso cattivo gioco. What we were saying earlier. That's exactly what you're doing. You know what, Maito? I'd like to see this. Alright, looks like B is gonna be the winner here. 9 to 5, 10 to 5. We want to see Maito fight. Okay. Yeah, your trust is well... I don't know the verb for that. What's the correct verb for that? Let's go. Someone help my English. Well placed? Okay, yeah. Riposto. 100%? Oh, cause there's 10 military? What? Me? But I'm a noble! Don't be a coward. Nobles have fought in the arena before. Lord Patricia Maito hurries away. Over the coming weeks, he trains beneath the best mercenaries money can buy. And probably Luda is okay with Mahoroa fighting in the arena. Mahoroa is like, I'm a noble. And And Luda's like, yeah, shit, yeah, like you are, sure. You know, it's like, yeah, you can pretend you're a noble, but just go back to the place you belong to. You know, like there's a little bit of that in this order, for sure. Shiny, that's a funny image. I'm a noble. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he can be theatric, that's for sure. By the time the battle arrives, Maito is ready for action. It's a brutal fight, but Onyx loses to a special move that is quickly named the Maito Nova Pile Driver. The Mahoroa Pile Driver. Possibly a touch of, if you want to be a noble, prove you're better than them too? No, not really, Morgrim. Luda doesn't think that Mahoroa can ever be a noble. So no, that is not an option on the table. You know, it's like, yeah, you can call yourself a noble, you'll never be a noble. The Mahoroa Pile Driver. Losing to a noble is an embarrassment indeed, and Onyx slinks away in defeat. His name is soon a distant memory, and it is made clear that the arena is no place to criticize the crown. Outside the ring, the patricians make sure everyone knows that you made this happen with a simple command. Even the council sessions become a little more meek. Damn, Mahoroa, being a badass there. Wow. Undertaker's... yeah. Your marriage to Aurelia has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Well... Well. So, if we have youngest cousin, that's going to be Zoya the Second, right? Or something. Oh, actually, did we say that it would be Luda's child, right? Is that what we said? That Zoya chose Luda's child as heir? Zoya the Second was already Zoya the First cousin? Yeah. Yeah. Did we say that it was Luda's child, though? I don't remember. Or is it a cousin? The youngest cousin option is the same one that Zoya adopted, who is Luda's biological child. So yeah, we would say youngest cousin, but instead it would be biological child, right? Of course, Adonia. Best of luck with the groceries. Stay safe. Or you could have a new child, that works. Yeah, but that contravenes, right? The initial pact, basically. The initial deal. I think I'm gonna go with cousin saying that it would be a child instead, right? Since adopted by Zoya, it would be youngest cousin, but also bastard child. Was it a pact or just a convenient arrangement at the time? Good point. Choosing cousin is your child by legally they're Zoya's child by adoption and the true heir to the kingdom for whom Luda is but regent. But it is our child, like that's what I'm saying. Right? I think I'll go with this. Like, what matters to Luda is, okay, my blood is on the throne. Why would it be a bastard child? Oh, because a bastard would be something that Luda didn't recognize and then Zoya adopted? Is that it? I don't know. Oh, bastard child is a child that is not from direct family. Okay. I think Luda had a previous spouse. Is what I'm saying. I think Luda did have a previous spouse. No. I think Luda had a previous spouse. Yeah, 2 widows in a row, exactly. Oh, probably Luda had, like, this might be like their 3rd or 4th wife, to be honest. Long-lived noble. Let's say 3rd wife. Yeah, let's do that then. Don't say that. I mean, long-lived. Don't add spaghetti, sorry. You're right. Sorry. Never disregard what I said. Yeah, let's go with the official one. The important thing is that it's Luda's blood, right? It's like, yeah, you can call it whatever they want, but... Alright, of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the... You know what, I've asked her, actually, probably Luda had like a dozen wives, I would say. Plus 15 or 20 unofficial companions, from which they had, I don't know, 50 or 60 children. Yeah, I would say that, yeah. Imagine asking Italian not to ask spaghetti. Exactly, I was very confused for a second. Alright, let's go. Deep in the south, a grandee paces along the balcony of his hillside villa. It's just not enough. The peasants love Chris and believe the miracles, but they won't rise up to put them on the throne. Take heart, grandee, we are at the threshold. The peasants need only a small push. If only we could engineer that push. Grandee's got to lower stability to 4 or less. For Chris' sake. Seated on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. To what do I owe this pleasure, Madame Treasurer? Oh, cut the bullshit. You know why I'm here. Let's just hurry this up, shall we? Where do I sign? Here and here and here. There you go. You got what you wanted. Now give me the money. Of course. Goodbye, Madame Treasurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Was that the royal treasurer you were speaking with? Indeed, my friend, good news. With the Monarch's gold running out, the treasurer was willing to sell off the kingdom's roads and bridges. Soon this kingdom will be ours, but what will it do when we own everything? Patricians of the coast, this is your last vote for schemes. What do you want to do? Do you want to turn the monarch into your proud corporate mascot trying to raise stability? Or do you want to mercilessly extract wealth from the kingdom until it collapses, trying to lower authority? That does sound really fitting. Trying to shorten noble family trees started now. But for the counts, some of them are immortal and just keep remarrying. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not surprised that that's the option you're choosing. You know, not surprised at all. It makes a lot of sense. And Luda would probably make for a pretty poor mascot. B is out-easting the East. Yes. Out-beasting the East? Exactly. Good stuff. I spent good money on making that pal of mine throw the match. Unanimous vote. We've invested a lot of money in this kingdom. It's about time we started turning a profit. But what about the monarch? Won't they try to stop us? The key word there, my friend, is try. For the final stage of the patrician scheme, they must lower authority to 2 or less. Well. 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 Jesus, look how rich the patricians are. Look how poor the freaking grandees are. What would Luda do here? Would they want to antagonize everybody? They would definitely grab money from the patricians. They would definitely grab money from the counts because of family relations. You know, they feel like they're a bit safer in that regard. I think that actually with the two started rebellions in the south, would they do it? Would they be so uncautious as to ignore the fact that there were two attempted rebellions in the south already during their reign? Huh. It's only two of them? Yeah, that's enough. Would Luda even know about that? I would assume so. Two years, actually, I think, Bunkle. No, it's 1 year, you're right. I mean, I would say they know, right? Because, like, that pops up on screen, the Defiance shows up, so... Like, we have considered the Monarchs knowing about the Defiance in the past, so... Yeah, like, don't forget the Spy Master. Would they tax the South too? And this is relevant, so I wanna take a moment to think about it. This is relevant because, like, taxing them will allow a rebellion. But I'm not trying to strategize. I'm trying to roleplay. So let me take a look at my notes on Luda. Yeah. Absolutely. 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 So, now that we've sorted that, your penniless cousin. I'm gonna kill this guy. Lord Fitzalbert drags himself to the council chambers with a tragic expression. My dear royal cousin, I must throw myself on your mercy. I can tell you, Hannah. Ask me at the end of this season, and I'll tell you. What have you got yourself into now? There was no gold on my lands. The prospectors fled. I've lost everything, even my favorite snuff box, all gone. All I ask is your kindness and some cash. Please, let's get rid of this Joker. Please, let's get rid of this Joker. We should hunt him for sport, yeah. Yes, we should. I agree. We should. Do you want me to kill this guy for you? Please, yes. This fucking guy. Yeah, no, Luda supports their family, but there is a limit to everything. Right? Like, once I give you 2,000 gold, and you're like, and you come back, complaining about your snuff box, and you ask me for more money? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Thank you, dear council, for seeing a reason here. Lord Fitzalbert is loaded onto a ship to Dania with his remaining clothes, shoes, and jewels. He waves to you cheerfully as he goes. Goodbye, cousin. I hope we'll meet again someday. Several merchants in the east send you letters of gratitude. Your cousin has been a thorn on their side for some time, incessantly begging for free gifts. Perhaps Lord Fitzalbert will cause less trouble now that he's out of your hair. Regardless, he's no longer your concern. Thank God. This is the greatest success of Luda's reign so far. Getting rid of Fitzalbert. I hope he dies at sea? No. I hope he destabilizes the Nea so that we can invade it and conquer it. Let's do the rats. See how quickly you change clothes now? Grandy Notnand strides into the council chambers, distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail. Monarch of Dania? God, I really hope not. The fields and barns of the south are overrun by vermin, and we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. I'm gonna say swing votes here. I'd love to give you cats, because why not? Then he'd be your problem again. And then we can send him over to another nation, you know? Let's send him over to Kurth. Repeat, rinse and repeat. I have a feeling this is not gonna go well. Have we succeeded a single roll so far? That was not 100%? I can dress the cat in another costume. Alright, poison it is, it seems like. I'm gonna count down from... Oh, you can swing votes, right? So, if for those of you who voted A or D, keep in mind that you can switch your vote to the more popular options, alright? So, I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Amy, it freaking does. I agree. And it's a failure. Have they had success on a roll that was not 100%? You send barrels of poison to the south. They're closely guarded, but during the night, one of the barrels goes missing. Word gets out and rumors erupt. Who sold the barrel? Is it an assassination plot? Is the Monarch poisoning citizens of the south? Was the rat infestation a cover story all along? Well, I don't think so, right? The rats die off, but the unrest remains. The missing poison is never found. What the fuck? Luda is not gonna be happy about that. Yeah, exactly, Amy. The council is choosing something that isn't likely to work. They are screwing with farming, in that we just survived multiple famines dynasty for power. It does feel like a turning point. Who steals poison? I don't know, but Luda is not gonna forgive the South for that. Now they suspect about the South. Remember when I came to you with word of a monster preying upon peasants in the east? It's difficult to forget. I have reason to believe that the culprit may be one of my fellow counts. Count Thrifty tokens to be precise. Oh my god. Yeah, who would guess that would happen, right? The peasant believed that Count Thrifty tokens transforms into a colossal bloodthirsty beast once every 7 nights. Oh, I love this. Why do you trust the word of peasants? This is so perfect. Now, so wild rumors and conspiracy theories are a massive problem for Luda at the moment, since Zoya had to deal with such rumors about her for her entire reign. Yeah. True. Oh, that's cool. That's also terrible, Bunkle. Why do you trust the word of peasants? You can learn a lot from peasants if you care to listen. What the fuck are you saying I did? What should I do? Pray, do not call for a public vote on the matter. It would embarrass Count Thrifty tokens greatly for no good reason. I'll send a message to Count Thrifty tokens asking him to control himself. You receive a reply from Count Thrifty tokens before the week is out. I can only apologize for my indiscretions. From now on, I will confine myself to the dungeon when I experience my little episodes. I appreciate your handling this matter privately. The dozens of murdered peasants would probably not call this justice, but the attacks do stop. Hopefully the matter is dealt with. Well, that's great. Alright. Yeah, nothing will go wrong. The counts are gathering in the empty council hall late at night, and a new report from one of their spies has just come in. Drunk of Spones, the patricians have bought up pretty much the entire kingdom, and now they're finally preparing to collect on the investment. They're going to bleed us dry until we're forced to give up the throne. Is it too late to stop them? Quite possibly. They have such a tight grip on the economy that they could ruin us with a single pen stroke, and the monarch still has yet to produce an heir. Perhaps it's worth changing tact? If it's too late for Monarch Luda, we might want to get out while we can. Our only other option right now is to retake the throne by force, if we think Luda is too weak to hold it. But it's an all-or-nothing play. If we rebel now, all our goodwill will be gone, not to mention a few of our heads. If we lose, we'll be back to square one. My dear counts, what do you want to do here? Do you want to support the monarch by diverting some extra tax from eastern peasants and get me a little bit of money? Do you want to support the monarch with a propaganda campaign and give me a little bit of authority? Do you want to support the monarch by donating food in their name, in my name, trying to and raise stability? Or do you want to stoke the fires and invent a reason to get angry at the monarch? What do you want to do, Easterners? Yeah, right? Helping peasants? I don't know. This is really interesting. Extra tax from Eastern peasants. Oppressing peasants. People are going for that. 2-1. You have 30 seconds to complete these, and then there's gonna be an ad break. It looks like it's gonna be A. Yeah, this is where the lore around Eastern families comes into play. I agree. Yeah. Oh no, thinking. So a few people are mad. Kitty would vote D here, I am sure. So I got a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Alrighty. Support the monarch by diverting extra tax from Eastern peasants. There's gonna be an ad starting momentarily. When it does, I'm gonna take a quick break and use the restroom. And be back in 2 minutes. Excellent. This should help Luda keep a good grip on their finances. But we can't do it all for them. The council must continue to aid the monarch by countering the other region's schemes. They will win the game if the monarch produces an heir and completes their ambition. Alright. I cannot pick Royal Gamble. I cannot pick Golden Choice. I can pick Stop the Count. I'm gonna pick Stop the Count. Heck it. That's so RP. Kind of is, right? Alright. On the verge of rebellion. Alrighty. Ad break it is. and 3 events in the south. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Alright, welcome back everybody. Thanks so much for sticking around. Let's see what is going on in chat right now. Yeah, there's like the rebellion people are growing, right? Zorn, hello and welcome. How you doing? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Tialys has joined the Rebellious Grandies. Awesome. Okay. I'm not surprised. Tialys was one of the schemers, so. Stone Maiden? Oh no. Red Hot Chilies? And a terrible curse. I'm gonna leave the Stone Maiden last. Let's do the chilies first, right? 3, 2, 1, bite. 2 nobles dangling. This is a good one. Look at this couple here. 2 Liane and a Jetta. I agree, Amy. I agree. I'm very into it. Yeah, the Germans got intense, you're right. Trash, that's why I'm really curious to see how it will go at the end of this turn here. 2 nobles dangling bright red chili peppers over their tongues chew ferociously at their respective vegetables. I can't take it anymore. As Lady Patricia Marley spits out her chili, the council hall erupts into cheers. Someone please explain what's going on. The Grandy Mr. Timewang's famous red hot Hazavian chilies. Where have you been all year, your Serene Highness? The chili craze is spreading all across the kingdom. Your Majesty, nobles and commoners are competing to create the hottest chili on Celestia. So far, Grandy Mr. Timewang holds the crown. Very well, carry on. Your Highness, perhaps you'd like to sponsor my growing contest? I'm looking for the hottest chili in the land. The winner will receive a hefty cash prize. Or you could sponsor us counts. With the treasury's support, we'd be sure to win. No, the Monarch should sponsor us. We have the better chance and everyone knows it. Huh. True thing. I think Luda would bow out of the contest here. You know? I'm actually gonna use stop the count here. Yeah. So I'd like to bow out of the contest. Because who cares? I'm gonna stop the count. The way this works is the vote ends automatically after 15 seconds. Alright, after 15 seconds. So I'm going to count down from 10 and then start the vote, and then you'll have only 15 seconds to vote, so you have to vote immediately. If you vote too early and your vote is not counted, sometimes Twitch chat doesn't allow you to repeat the same exact message. In that case, change the capitalization of the letter. So if you go vote, vote lowercase b, type vote capital B. And that will allow you to send your message, alright? So, the vote is going to start in 10 seconds. I'm gonna count down from 10. Stop the count is active, so vote immediately once I start the vote. Vote starts in 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Vote now. I'm gonna let you know when there's 10 seconds. I'm gonna let you know when there's 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left now. I'm gonna let you know when there's 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left now. And then I'm gonna let you know when there's 3, 2, 1. Boom! I love this. 11 votes. Wow, a lot of people voted. I love how like stop the count works really well in our chat. I've seen it be pretty frustrating in other chats, but in our chat we've gotten really good at it. Good job, everybody. And yeah, you want me to sponsor the competition and double the prize money. The people yearn for the chili. I mean, it's chili, right? What do you expect? Simply sublime. With your backing, the competition is sure to be a success. And indeed it is. In the end, sparse corruption of the patricians comes out on top. Huh. Producing a sickly looking pepper that makes even Grandy Timewang gasp for water. A sickly looking pepper. Because you give a good heads up prior. Hopefully that helps, yeah. More money, yeah. Corruption wins again. I'm sure I have nothing to do with it. Jesus fucking Christ! Bravo, what a diabolical spice. Truly malicious. Timewang is destitute now. With your added incentive, new life is injected into ailing farms throughout the kingdom. Peppers are the future of hot cuisine. Eastern counts are added chili to the lamb's blood wine, while the patricians' new crab and chili omelette takes the coast by storm. Lamb's blood wine? Eastern lamb's blood wine now sounds a little ominous. With the title and all, and the fact that Luda compared peasants to lambs. You know, this is a little ominous. Just a tiny bit, you know? Exactly, Buncle, yeah. Yes, Parse Corruption is super experienced, right? Well, I'm sure it's nothing bad. terrible curse. Grandy Simple Coffee rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. By the night, you look like shit, says Shadow Moon. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair's falling out in chunks. Perhaps you're ill or old. Netflix and Chile. It was one of my peasants. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. Let's burn the peasant. Can we burn her? Of the curse to relax. Let's call it. Let's just test the witch and burn her. Yeah. A noble, old, preposterous. Good point. Can we please burn the peasant? I would really appreciate it if we could burn the peasant. Our tourism industry is booming. It kind of is right after the fair. Alright, looks this is very close. 75 to 5. So I'm gonna leave you a few more seconds to vote in case you haven't, because this can still be tied, and it's 1 vote away, 2 votes away now. 8 to 6. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 7 to 9, 1, and 0. Boop. Testing the Witch has won. You arrange for a priestess of the ninth god to question the accused. The church does not look kindly upon witches, particularly if they're cursing and noble for no reason. The peasant girl denies everything. How did we fail that in 80%? We truly are freaking cursed. Surely Luda wins at 80%? Nope. We lost all rolls except for the 100%. Her defiant attitude gets her in trouble. After a few days of questioning, the verdict is announced. Guilty. Exactly. Dark Omen? No, it's just a peasant. The accused is hauled away for punishment, but Simple Coffee's hair troubles persist. Word quickly spreads about the incident, and peasants mutter that the witch was innocent. No, she wasn't. You'd have lost that too if you could, probably, yeah. It's just a peasant, y'all. Don't make a big fuss about it. Spiritual successor to the Themvoluda. I mean, if they keep failing rolls, it might be the case. One more vote for the rebellion to start. Grandy's hesitation is understandable, but it'd be a shame if this chance was let slip by. Luda has cruel taxed, and Southern Defiance is high for a reason. It's not out of nowhere. I mean, you've got a point. Simple Coffee, rebel immediately. You didn't heal me. Well, bet for Luda being so bad at rolls that it's the Stone Maiden now? Yeah. So, let's see who died. Yeah, one more person is needed. But we are conscientious, right? Like, we are careful role players, Bon. Komori says, "Behold, your highness." Oh no, not Navs. Grandy Komori pulls aside a tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Grandy, not Nan. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression a frozen grimace. A sad sight, is it not? Sculptor is most talented. Nay, your holiness, this is not a statue. It seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the south. Isn't there a fairy tale about the Stone Maiden? Maybe if Mr. Kaji shouts really, really loud, it will wake up the sleeping Grandys. Yes, and Clara and my neighbors. Old women scare their children with tales of her. Verily. She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Grandy, not Nan, on his latest vineyard inspection. Please, your majesty, we must do something. Well, not Nan. Rest in peace. And Zorn, thanks so much for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. So, what do we do here? Hire a wizard? No. Send an army, tell everyone in the south to hide, consult the fairy tales for a solution. I would just... We won't hire a wizard. I say either B or C, to be quite honest. I would say army. Let's fail at 50%, come on. No, it's okay, Trash. We're probably in a different time zones, right? So it didn't occur to you. It's okay. You want to consult the fairy tales for a solution? What? You're not in the coconut. Crazy in the coconut, everybody. What is this? Why would you do that? That's silly. That's just silly. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna fail it anyway. Like, how you call the names of players during events, votes to see if they want to vote or not. Could we please request you do the same for the Grandies now, just to make sure all the Grandies are aware of this important Relics choice? Of course, I'm gonna do it at the end of the year, before I end the season. Not Yamuko Noir. Hello and welcome in. You just joined. You just joined effectively. You're a count. There you are. You need to use old women's tales to fight them? I don't know. Oh, that's cool, Morgan. That's a good reason. Alright. Well, that's a good return. There's actually a lot of lore for this dynasty, Yakumo. So if Vaspir would be so kind as to post the link to the background lore for this dynasty, you can have a read it to that. So this vote is very close, everybody. Thank you, Vaspir. So follow that link and you're gonna see a bit more info on this dynasty, Yakumo. So this vote is currently 8-7 in favor of consulting fairy tales. I'm gonna count down from 5. If anybody votes for C, it's gonna be a tie. So counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Well, glad you're making it back, Yakumo. It's been a long time. Wow. Over a year, I'd say. Dang, yeah, good memory, Marley. You sent for an expert folklorist from Quill University. Well, let's fail this. We really are cursed. No fucking way. There's no way. I have failed every single roll that wasn't 100%. No way. Whew. According to legend, the Stone Maiden mourns her long-lost love, the third god. Perhaps she seeks revenge on the ninth god who drowned her lover? I don't know, Trash. I don't know. It's an interesting theory, but it's hardly helpful. Unfortunately, your council draws a blank on the best course of action. You can only watch helplessly at what comes next. This is gonna fucking suck. Jesus! The Stone Maiden, enraged, stalks the south for weeks on end, turning thousands of peasants into twisted granite figurines. I mean, it's peasants, who gives a shit, right? Who gives a shit? Well. At long last, she retreats to her lair deep underground and falls asleep once more. On the bright side, the Grandies now have plenty of oddly realistic statues to sell. Aren't you happy? I'm gonna do a roll call here. Yeah, there we go. We got a rebellion. Never mind. Never mind. I tend to drink Orion. Jesus. Whew. Well, let's go. The south swells with a sudden influx of devotees from across the kingdom. They've come to see the Ninth Herald, Chris, in action. And, I mean, Chris is not doing a great job at helping with the farming here. In the picturesque town of Tinamesca, the Grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to raucous applause. Two figures stand in an alcove nearby. If our army were strong enough, we could take the palace by force. A crusade? That sounds promising. Though I suggest we leave it up to the Ninth God. Surely he will intervene on Chris's behalf. Grandees, how do you want to end this? Do you want to launch a holy war to claim the throne, trying to raise your own military? Or do you want to pray for a miracle, trying to raise your own faith? Which one do you think is going to be more likely? I mean, should I say it? With the rebellion starting, you're probably going to raise your military, I think, right? There's going to be events to raise your military. Oh, exclamation mark Discord, Yakumo. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Kane. Alright. Welcome in, welcome in. The Discord changed a lot compared to last year. Exactly, Trash, I agree. Like, A is very fitting, right? I'm gonna count down from 5 though. If you are a Grandee and you haven't voted, this is your opportunity to do it. This is the very important vote for the scheme. So, counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Oh, I thought it was pretty much automatic, Marley. But we'll see. As the vote is called, cheers erupt in the cramped hall of Grandee's Steel 40K's villa. For the Ninth God, death to the Pretender, death to Monarch Luda. For the final stage of their scheme, the Grandees must raise their military to at least 9? Oh, okay. Oh, because they have 7. I thought they had 5. Alright. Both regions are on their last stage. And they're both about to rebel or rebelling. That's not good. So, oh wait. Actually, the heir might be saving us here. Yeah, they were in Vitrum. So, oh my god, you're right. Patricians do not need to rebel. Because the rebellion is going to lower authority. Oh my god. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, as my crown be passed down to? Do you remember the gender? I'll rebel anyways out of solidarity from the Grandees. Child? No gender was specified? Really? I'm pretty sure it had to be specified, right? No specific gender was mentioned? So child? Would it be they, them? We're gonna wait for Morgrim. I wanna shoot the railgun at the Crownlands. The Royal Bombard, please. Royal Bombard is the name. I think I'm gonna go with child. I mean, not that it makes a difference, probably. I mean, we can always change it in future. Your Grace, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir. What is their name? Luda II. How delightful, Your Highness. I'm sure little Luda II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congrats on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna put Viva La Vida on repeat during this whole rebellion. Does it matter that the past can win through its scheming? If they rebel, the rebellion is successful already. Yeah, right? Like, I think I'm fucked. Like, Luda is fucked anyway. Yeah, exactly, Morgan. After years of... welcome back, Dragon Pit. After years of tension and anger directed Regent Luda Bonworth from the South, rebellion breaks out. The Royal Raven Banner, the symbol of House Bonworth, is raised across the land by royalist houses, while in the South, the Grandees raise the symbol of Chris Moonrise, the moon itself in opposition. The South Rising has begun. Rebellion. The Rebellion team is really good. At long last, the Grandees have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Grandee Tialis, his eyes alight with righteous fury. The Ninth God has judged you unworthy pretender to the throne, and the Grandees of the South have listened. We will rise up and fight for Chris, the true monarch. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. Tialis, could you remember kindly if you're light blood or heavy blood? What's the name of your house? Please. I'm laughing my ass off from a flagship. Makes sense. Oh, House Opus, you're right. You're absolutely right. So you're a bunch of lowborns. Right. Yeah, they're a bunch of lowborns. Absolutely. God, I love this so much. I love this. Like, can I just say? The fact that you all write a bunch of lore, create these beautiful stories about your families, and that I can take that into account, makes this game so much richer for me. It makes it so much more enjoyable, and I love it, and I'm so grateful that you do it. Thank you. Thank you for everything you create and you write. It's so beautiful. I was from a heavy blood house. Oh, you were from a heavy blood house. Okay. But changed it to House Opus. Okay. So House Opus accepts light bloods, but you were... Oh, right. Now I remember. Right. So the current head is a heavy blood. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. The smart decision, yeah. Hell, I'll have to write lore for MrKaji now, given the Pat scheme has my ear. Looks like it. This community has sent to me several times to buy the game, just so I can create richer lore to enjoy with everyone. Honestly, if you can, it's so worth it. It's so freaking worth it. So, does Luda respect the fact that you're a messenger? Probably yes. Probably yes. Yeah, but $10 can make a difference, right? Like, there was a period of my life where $10 I couldn't afford spending. Even now, I have to think about it. So, I wouldn't discount the fact that it's $10, you know? People are in different circumstances in life. Like, that was prohibitive for me for a long part of my life, even recently, so... I think Luda respects this. By the way, looking at the prior stream, Zoya never got to the Your Air event during the second reign. Oh, okay. They only mentioned taking their cousin during the About Your Heir event, so you never lost your child. Oh, good to know. Okay. Congrats on a random cousin becoming your heir. I mean, it's the same. Let's say it's the same person. One day, I'll see your head on a spike. There will be many heads on spikes before this war is over, and mine will not be among them. Grandy Tiali stride from your throne room without looking back. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are our chances against the rebels? The Grandys are formidable, but not undefeatable. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous. How do things get this bad? The leader of the rebellion is Grandy that which lurks the second. As reasons for the uprising, they're citing your history of petty transgressions against the Grandys. Is it too late to apologize to the Pizza Mafia? It is. Now's the time for swords, not words. So this is it? Civil War? Oh, Shiny Corks. How are you so freaking kind? What, you don't have a Steam account? It's really worth it though. No one out pizzas the Hut. I appreciate your kindness, Shiny. Thank you. Thank you for being a positive force in the community. So this is it? Civil War? That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before all this is over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. This game is so this close to making me get into several other things. I mean, if you enjoy it, I see nothing wrong. Of course, you don't have to get into anything that you don't want to get, right? So the game is on 50% sale this week, though. Oh, that's cool. Cool stuff. All right. Opening strike. This kingdom is blackened by faithlessness and dishonor. I mean, you're not wrong. The Night God is sweeping for what we have become. And whose fault is that? Monarch Luda, the mad tyrant. Alas, you are right. We have no choice but to raise our banners, march on the capital, and instill a better ruler. Someone like the noble Chris. But first, we must work out our opening move. Pray to the Ninth. Let him help us decide. We can launch a preemptive strike against the Counts to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the patricians may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the monarch's authority is low. We could also call upon the church to condemn the monarch, or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. What do you want to do? My dear Grandies, do you want to launch a preemptive strike on the Counts? 90% chance of success. Call upon the patricians to join your cause? 60% chance of success. Petition for the support of the church? 80% chance of success. Or send an assassin after the monarch, costing you some money. I mean, it's gotta be between A and C, right? I mean, A would be pretty cool, I think. Like, if A is the option that people should choose, if the Grandies are really fed up with the Counts being on the throne. Whereas C is the second best, I would say. It's a tie currently. It's 3-3. It would, Swede. That's true. A strike on the Counts is a strike on the Crown? I mean, but they already rebelled against the Crown, so... Yeah. Back to this, I would like to request someone to let me out of my ancestral wine cellar. Get out! So, Grandies, if you have not voted, this is a tie, and you can break it if you vote now. I'm gonna count down from 5. 4. Otherwise, it's gonna be 50-50. 3. Any Grandi. 2, 1, and 0. It's a 50-50. Please, someone free Akumo. Launch a preemptive strike on the counts. What did Steel voted for C, right? Grandies are done with the counts. The Grandies launch a surprise attack on the east, slashing and burning their way across fields and farmlands. Oh, fields and farmlands too. And it's a success. They catch a regiment of the Eastern Army unawares and spring an ambush, slaughtering them to a man. Common folk whisper that the battleground will be stained red for a generation. Wonderful. Down with the Monarch! The southern soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the east devastated in their wake. And you know where that happened? You want to know where that happens? That happens in the contested plotlands. That's where it happened. So those contested those contested farmlands are now gonna be known as the Bloodlands, because they're entirely filled with the blood of the slaughtered men. It's exactly married. Funny as hell that a swashbuckler's heir of the name of Bunkle is the one replacing the decades-long reign of the Bonworth bloodline, right? It's pretty ironic. Indeed, Marley. They really want those farms, yeah. The crops that grow there taste like iron, they say. Oh, yes. Yes, the Bloodlands. Alright, let's go. Look at Mahorar leading here. Alright, auction time, everybody. Auction time. I don't think this changes anything, but it's an opportunity to change regional stats for one last time before the end of the game, I think. So, the Blood Wheat. The auction is gonna start in 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go! Exclamation mark. Fund followed by the letter of the building you would fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising stability with A, raising authority with B, raising farming for the Grandies with C, lowering military for the Grandies with D, raising faith for the patricians with E, or lowering authority with F. I mean, yeah, Kumo, you can assume somebody let you out. Don't wait for somebody specifically to let you out. $20 seconds left. Spend your money while you can. Change stats a little bit more before the end of the game. 10 seconds left. But it would be quite funny. Well, I mean, you might... 5 seconds left, 3 seconds left. You might be there for the whole dynasty. So what won there? Marley spending all her money to build a monument, and Steel spending all his money to build an aqueduct for the south. That's great. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright. And we have the rich get richer. Oh, quick reminder here. When we end the game, don't go anywhere, because we will need to restart the game in order to get the save file ready for future editing for the next episode, alright? So, I'm gonna wrap up the episode, don't leave once I do that. Please wait a minute, alright? Yeah, you find the kingdom completely destroyed, right? It happened gradually, like a frog slowly boiled. Why does it have to be a frog? Why does it have to be a frog? At first it was paying a few patrician tolls here and there, to cross a road, to sail down a river. But as their cash reserves grew, so did their greed. Even the rebellion fizzled out. The Grandees couldn't afford to march on patrician roads. And if they didn't pay, the patricians' fearsome mercenaries from Valamir would come to collect, army or not. Oh my god! I just realized that the patricians have 3 tents? And this is so fucking scary. They can actually, with the Royal Bombard, they can actually say, okay, you pay us, or... Oh no, it doesn't, Trash. Oh, you do, Vaspiri, right. Exactly, Marid. That's scary. What about your crown? That might fetch a good prize. I can't sell my crown, can't you? I don't think you have a choice. The patricians bought your palace some time ago. It's been a struggle to pay rent. Sorry about this, Your Majesty. Everyone's struggling right now. Over the next few months, the kingdom's economy slowly goes up in flames. The patricians get richer and richer despite the turmoil. Soon, peasants can't even afford to buy bread. Merchants throw themselves from high towers. Again. Meanwhile, the obscenely wealthy patricians amuse themselves by going boating. 9,000 freaking gold. By going boating in specially made rivers of wine, or buying up entire villages and forcing the residents to fight for sport. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Here you go, Your Supreme Majesty. What's this? This is an eviction notice. You haven't paid rent in months. Pack your things and get out. You can come to your in-laws if you survive. Yeah, if I do, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Or I'm gonna go to Fitz Albert. This is preposterous. I'm the monarch. Not anymore, you're not. We're kicking you out and replacing you with Clementine. It's about time, really. What am I supposed to do out there? I don't know. Get a job, I suppose? You announce your abdication the next day, to gasp from the gathered crowd. Within a week, Clementine has taken the throne. Within a month, you're living with Luda II on a farm 10 miles from the closest village. No one out here knows your name, or who you used to be. Aurelia is, against all odds, still by your side. She's not exactly happy with your exile, but she's learning to herd sheep. You don't hear much about how the kingdom is faring. You soon lose track of who's even on the throne. Instead of sleeping until mid-morning in a bed of silk, you're up at dawn mucking out the stables. They forced Luda to live as a peasant. Occasionally some disease or disaster or grand war will sweep over your little slice of countryside, leaving nearby houses in ashes and friends in graves. That's just life. But then things will return to normal. And you know what? You're happy. Though sometimes, secretly, you do miss being monarch. GG, everybody! Good game! I got an achievement too! Good game! Congrats to the patricians for getting a win! Oh my god! That was actually a good ending. I'm amazed. I am absolutely amazed. Right? Kane, that's insane. Wow. I really love the fact that we basically saw the end of the decline of the Bonworth branch of the family that Luda represented. We saw that get extinguished, basically, right? We're not nobility anymore. Wow. Yeah, and like, it was absolutely great that Luda was the quintessential count in how classist they were, and now they're living as a peasant. That's beautiful. Evicted from the palace, the former monarch lived out the rest of their days on a farm, far from the capital. It was a quiet life, but not without its pleasures. Unable to keep their puppet on the throne, the counts were forced to retreat to their secluded castles and brood. It wouldn't be long before a new eastern claimant would arise, and when they did, the counts would be ready. The Grandees, led by that which lurks II, launched a rebellion that accomplished nothing besides distracting the monarch while cunning schemers took the throne. The patricians retired to their yachts and opium dens, enjoying their obscene wealth while the kingdom starved and suffered. The peasants hoped their hubris would catch up to them, a hope that rested on newly crowned Queen Clementine, turning it against her coastal masters. Naive, only time would tell. Monarch Luda the Exile is so good! It's so good! It's so perfect! Oh my god! Oh my god. Spark Corruption is obviously the richest one and Marley is the poorest. And, oh my god, she's so freaking depressed. Clementine is so depressed. What happened, Clementine? Oh my god. Clementine is so done already. She hasn't even started. Wow. Very contrasted ending given themes. The ultimate noble fell to peasantry, but peasantry suppressed by patricians. Yep. You're right, Morgrim, yeah. Thrifty controlled himself. And she is from Bonkul's family, is that correct? Yeah, Luda being forced into peasantry is irony beyond measure, I agree. Though I think we sort of need to address what actually happened at the end there. Like, how much of the doom and gloom actually happened. Of the patricians, I would say... Maybe some patricians did that, but, you know... Like, consider, as I said when I introduced the dynasty, there's a spectrum, right? Like, not all patricians are for peasants. There are patricians who are closer to counts, as far as classism goes. So, look at the kingdom that she's inherited. I mean, look at the coast. The coastal bonds. You're right, it's a bonkul, so it's still a bond. Thank you, Mariad. Yeah, so I think that might have happened. That probably was the exception. Like, maybe there was one opportunity in which a single patrician bought a village and made people fight. And that was scandalous, and people started talking about it, and it was used for propaganda, right? With people saying, oh, see, this is what patricians do. But it was just one person doing it. Which is still pretty serious, but it's one person. I want to RP this badly. I hope you'll have it at the time. Yeah. Oh yeah, Aquila Luda was so much worse than this. This was really good. I see that since it's game text, it has to have happened at least once. Yeah, what I said right now, right? I think it happened at least once, but it probably wasn't the norm. It's going to get him replaced by a family member? Oh, cool. Crabitalism. I need to check back on Clementine. But Clementine was an upstart merchant, I remember. Would someone be so kind as to post on the Discord a screenshot of Clementine as a claimant? Because I wanna check out her portrait after the stream. All right. I really love the ending. I really love the ending there. That was so perfect. That was absolutely perfect. Do you think Clementine the Claimant and Clementine the Treasurer could get along? I don't know. You did not realize what? What did you not realize? By the way, Bonkle. By the way, Is your family of commoner origin? The grandees and counts who previously were fighting find themselves horrified by the patricians' actions. Some of their unrestrained hedonism that they now share a common enemy and might have to work together. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, this was amazing. I really enjoyed the narrative arc of Luda, and how we basically saw the line fall down into obscurity, right? Like, this was their last choice, their last chance, rather, to gain some recognition and some relevance again. And they did, for a little over 2 years. But then, basically fell into complete oblivion. So... And it's absolutely ironic that they then ended up going down as a peasant, basically. And probably being replaced. Oh, not kingdom blooded. Their old pirates turned into more legal business. See, like, so they are replaced by what Luda would have thought of as the scum of the earth, basically. Former pirates that then became basically bought nobility in some way. Former pirates that turned to merchants, at least part of the family, and then bought nobility, and now they're on the throne. This is a big mess. This is an absolute big mess. Incredible. Oh, I agree, Morgrim, about Clementine. Yeah. I think peasantry is pretty pissed now. Alright. The in-game consequences for patricians win is to start with true authority. I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. If you think about it, Zoya kind of won. She ruled for over 40 years and got immortality. Yeah, but to be honest, she does miss her wife. I wonder if she knew that Von Worth's throne was doomed and gave it to the Luda bloodline to screw them over. Might have been. Might have been. I think that she probably wished that Luda would be good enough to keep it. But yeah. Yeah, Zoya definitely the mastermind of this dynasty so far. Luda probably underestimated the threat of the coast because their claimant was light-blooded upstart. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, 100%. They didn't see this coming. The wine. Alright. Former pirates who used money to buy out the kingdom and seize power, which they then abused. Also, with this scheme, Luda could have continued as a puppet monarch for a while before getting replaced, so we can bring the timeline back to the in-game display date. Okay. No, I'm fine with following the usual times. Alright. Yeah, the Reaver is gonna be vetoed 100%. Alright. Everybody. This is gonna be it for episode number 4 of the Bloodscale Dynasty. I am really enjoying how these episodes are going so far, and I hope you are enjoying them too. I thought that this storyline was really satisfying. I'm really glad to see a new region on the throne, which means that we're gonna have a new set of players in control of the edicts for this week. So I'm gonna give you permission on Discord after the stream. So, patricians, you're going to be deciding what edicts you want to approve or repeal before next stream. Don't forget that. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how the new queen, the upstart merchant coming from the lowest of bloods, the lightest of bloods, pirate blood, is going to handle the throne, and if she's going to be able to keep it. I guess we'll see. In episode 5 of the Bloodscale Dynasty. Thank you so much for playing, everybody. I'll see you next time.